have been watching some of the other artists that have making of programs up on YouTube and stuff like that, and it's interesting because they film in the studio, or they'll film a couple things that are kind of rough, you know, of them singing or whatever over some tracks. But then the bed music, the background music they use, is always like produced out.
No.
You know, it's like studio stuff. So this is really a making of series,
right,
where you're seeing all the ugly stuff. You're seeing and hearing all the ugly stuff that, you know,
that's going on.
Yeah.
Which is what everybody wants to see.
Yeah, I guess
I think
so.
they want to.
Be interesting instead of seeing everything so produced out.
Right. They want a more honest output.
Yeah, ours is going to be about as honest as you can get, because we're not really acting anything out. We're not really.
Definitely not.
I mean,
yeah, it's not like it's being directed.
No. No. The only thing that's contrived, I guess you could say, is like there's a couple segments where I'll do, like in part 3, I'll do an interview. Like it's kind of like an interview.
Oh, okay.
But you have to do that because people they have to explain
sure
some of the stuff that's going on, like how Ray brought me the song and stuff like that. You know, who is Ray? What's my relationship with Ray or whatever. And so so we do a little bit of that, but it's pretty much the real deal. You know, starting from scratch. And it's like Untitled 9. You know, not always do you go into the studio with a fully prepared song. You're supposed to. That's how the playbook is, right? Prepare first, then go in the studio. Have all your pre-production done. But a lot of times on these albums, it's done in the studio. Songs are written, recorded, conjured up completely in the studio. So Untitled 9 that's exactly what's happening with that song. There's no final lyrics written for it yet. There's
still in the works.
All you have is that intro.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And even that intro, the vocals was done because creativity happens whenever it happens. Mm-hmm. And what you heard there, I did in the middle of the night with my son asleep in the next room. So I was really just kind of whispering.
Right, so you can write.
No,
yeah.
I couldn't really sing it. I was just kind of whispering the vocals, and that's why it sounds so awful. You know, I'm like, you know, just kind of singing, trying to be quiet and not wake him up. But I wanted to get it down while it came. And I think those parts are going to work. Even though they sound horrible, I think they're going to work.
Yeah, absolutely.
At least for a starting point.
I think so too. Definitely for.
But that's how it happens, you know. It's just creativity comes to you, and there's no hourly thing to it. It just happens when it happens. If you don't, I've done that so many times. I've come up with a part I really liked, didn't record it.
Right. Yeah.
Next day, gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Just never to be heard from again.
I know.
I've done stuff on my phone where I got a vocal idea or whatever, and at that moment I just pick up the phone and go and sing it.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, there's so many ways that you can, you know. I remember the old days. You used to have to call your phone machine. Or something.
Yeah, something like that. Jason wanted to practice the 6 tunes.
Oh, right.
So we went in a couple times and rehearsed. The first time we went in, the bass player canceled like 2 days before.
I seem to remember. Yeah, you had a.
So I went in with the guitar and played the bass. It was the guitar player, me on the guitar, and Jason.
Okay.
And we rehearsed. The first time out of the 2 times, we rehearsed with just doing that.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, like I was telling him, it's kind of a bummer that we rehearsed. There's like this big gap, but it's what you got to do sometimes just to make it happen.
Absolutely.
You know?